a Technicolor dream, and a bloody nightmare. One heroine follows a yellow brick road, the other fights to survive Elm Street. The Wizard of Oz and A Nightmare on Elm Street couldn't look more different, but the truth is, they're built on the same cinematic foundation. I'm Grace, and this is Cinematic Language. Today, we're reading between the scenes to uncover 3 surprising ways The Wizard of Oz and A Nightmare on Elm Street are deeply connected. Our journey begins somewhere over the twisted plot. Dorothy Gale and Nancy Thompson pursue a nearly identical heroine's journey. Dorothy starts on a Kansas farm, where her peaceful world cracks the moment Miss Gulch shows up. Nancy begins in the Midwest too, Springwood, Ohio, where her teen life is shattered by this devastating incident. A concussion sweeps Dorothy into Oz, while sleep drags Nancy into a nightmare realm. Once they arrive, Dorothy and Nancy face a terrifying monster with claws, but they pick up allies along the way and endure trials that push them to their limits. During the climax, each character embraces a defining twist. Dorothy learned she had the power to save herself all along.
Why didn't you tell her before?
Because she wouldn't have believed me. She had to learn it for herself.
Yes, Wicked confirmed our suspicions. Glinda was a sparkly scam artist. Nancy, on the other hand, realizes her battle isn't physical at all. Freddy only has power if she gives it to him.
I take back every bit of energy I gave you. You're nothing. You're shit.
And if Wes Craven had gotten the final say, that epiphany would have been the true ending. But Robert Shea stepped in.
He wanted to have a big hook to the picture so that he could have a sequel. And I thought he was crazy that there would never be a sequel. Boy, was I stupid.
Still, both characters uncovered the same truth. They already had what they needed to succeed. Next up is 1, 2, the adults won't save you. When Dorothy tries to warn Aunt Em and Uncle Henry about Miss Gulch, they brush her off.
And now she says she's going to get the service.
Dorothy, we're busy.
And when Miss Gulch storms in demanding to destroy Toto, they ultimately surrender.
Put him in the basket, Henry.
Toto escapes and returns to Dorothy, but that lack of protection is what drives her to run away. Everything that follows, the danger, the storm, the injury, could have all been avoided if even one caregiver had simply said, "We'll try our best to save Toto." Jump to 1984, and Nancy's situation is even worse.
What did you do, Mother? He's dead, honey, because Mommy killed him.
Springwood's parents created the boogeyman, covered it up, yeah, we're looking at you, Lieutenant, and left their kids to deal with the chaos. And when Nancy begs her dad for help, he takes a page right out of Aunt Em and Uncle Henry's book.
Just come here and break the door down in exactly 20 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
But the caregivers aren't the only adults who fell short. Let's take a moment to highlight the rest. Lastly, we have lions and tigers in society. Oh my! Both Dorothy and Nancy reflect the expectation placed on women in their eras. To understand Dorothy, let's examine 1930s America, the heart of the Great Depression.
A feeling of hopelessness, of the great dream of a future for all of us in America suddenly went very dim.
When The Wizard of Oz debuted in 1939, changes like It's All a Dream versus Dorothy actually going to Oz gave audiences a fantasy escape with the reassurance that
There's no place like home.
Throughout Dorothy's adventure, she defends Toto, reassures the Scarecrow, repairs the Tin Man, and encourages the Cowardly Lion. She's the glue holding her group together, mirroring women who kept morale high, protected their families, and stretched every resource to survive. Dorothy is a portrait of resilience, proof that even if the world collapses around you, home can still be the heart you return to. Nancy, meanwhile, emerges from the women's rights movement. She doesn't wait for a hero, she is the hero. She's Final Girl 2.0, rejecting the idea that a woman's survival depends upon purity. Sure, we never see Nancy drink or sleep with Glenn, but the film doesn't weaponize that. Her value isn't tied to innocence, it's tied to tenacity. When the men in Nancy's life fail her, she takes control.
Booby traps and improvised anti-personnel devices? Well, what are you reading that for?
I'm into survival.
Nancy confronts Freddie and drags him into her world, embodying agency, equality, and the refusal to be a victim. Laurie Strode may be the prototype, but Nancy Thompson is the feminist upgrade, a heroine shaped not by obedience, but by empowerment. What other movies feel strangely connected? Let us know in the comments. Sweet dreams.